Um, Ahmaud Arbery. They just picked the jury, and from what I understand, there was a lot of black candidates for the jury, like maybe 12 or something like that, and they got rid of 11 of them and left one, and so the rest of the jury is white. I mean, it's like, come on, man, y'all just take our faith away in the system. We really start to feel like, okay, they're starting to do the right thing. They're pressing charges against these guys finally, even though this happened way back. And now you doing this shit, because I mean they going, them people going to go light on them
well,
folks.
that's what I'm saying. That's because they look like them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you saying a jury of the peers? Well, I guess
supposed to be my peers.
Yeah. Well, I get you. Well, you know what? Technically, it would be. Technically, they're. I ain't gonna say they right for doing it. I'm just saying like that would be their peers.
Right.
Ahmaud Arbery, Ahmaud Arbery isn't on trial.
Right.
He's dead.
Right.
Unfortunately.
But it shouldn't be just peers of the people who killed him.
Oh yeah, I agree. Agreed. Agreed.
So
because that's the thing too. Like, it should be like when we get in crimes and things. You talking about, we have a jury, your peers, but like you don't, if we come up, we don't have no one that represents look like us. They should be like dudes that look like me. Like that should be like a nerdy, nerdy black guy that likes hip hop and like big booty women.
Somebody who can relate.
Yeah. Like
I like big booty bitches too.
Yeah, I like big booty bitches too. Yeah, that nigga did that shit.
But
I like him, but no.
Yeah, I mean, come on. So it's like, they know they're wrong for that, man. So now we all pretty much know what's going to happen with this trial. You know what I mean? Either they're going to be found not guilty altogether, or they'll find them guilty just to help us feel good, but then they'll give them some light sentence. Oh, well, get a year of probation, or they'll go to jail for 1 year. You know what I mean? Something like that. Mm-hmm. Just to give them some smack on the wrist. Don't do that again. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude. All three of them that was there should be going to jail for a long time. You know what I mean? Even though only one of them pulled the trigger. You know what I mean? You got the one who's just sitting there filming it. It's like, yeah, got us another one. And then you got the father who was in the truck like, yep, go get him, son. You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
Even like I said, man, with that whole situation, even if he was wrong,
right,
he didn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the thing. Like, that's why we supposedly have the justice system. Yeah. I don't get like when these white people come up here and say like, oh well, what did he do and stuff? Like, oh well, he deserves. Like, no. Like, even with George Floyd, all these people that got killed, they supposed to have their day in court. If they had their day in court and they set them up on something, to get them to come in, that's one thing. But to blatantly just kill, like, you judge, jury, and executioner, just, nah, you can't do that shit. No.
Exactly. No. Exactly. So that's crazy, man. And I mean, speaking of that, the whole system is kind of rigged. So, I know you wanted to mention the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, because that's kind of similar.
Yeah, especially with the people that, that got killed, for what I understand, the people that were killed allegedly they were white alleged pedophiles. Mm-hmm. And that's why he killed them, allegedly.
I heard it, he didn't even know these people. I don't know. I mean, because even if they were pedophiles, I mean, if you don't know them and you don't know shit about them, it don't matter if coincidentally they were pedophiles. You know what I mean? They still didn't deserve to die by your hands. Yeah. And I don't know. I always heard that he didn't know him, but maybe he did. I don't know if he knew him and was like, oh yeah, they.
Well, maybe he did. Maybe he didn't, and that might have been somebody else. So that's why I said allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah. So, but they were white.
Okay.
I do remember that, but the thing of it is, even if that's the thing, even though they're white and they're talking about, don't call them victims. These are thugs,
right?
And rioters,
looters.
Yeah, that's a dangerous.
That's a slap in the face right there.
But that's a dangerous president that we're heading towards.
Yeah.
So like people that are actually, let's say like me and you, we went to the corner store or something, and something happened. We ain't had nothing to do with it. We get shot down and stuff. And I'm not wishing that on
God
myself.
forbid.
Yeah. But if we get knocked off, and then someone comes to defend, come to defend us to bring closure. Oh yeah, don't refer to them law-abiding citizens.
Right.
Refer to them as thugs, rioters. Like, but we were just in the store. We was in the store, doing an exchange. Buying this
just and happened to be there.
Yeah. So like, what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man.
That shit's getting crazy, man.
I can't, man. I'm over it, man. But that is what it is, man. I knew that Kyle Rittenhouse situation was going to keep getting worse when I first heard about it. The way they were saying that he was just walking around with the gun and just, he even saw the police. Hey, how y'all doing? You know what I mean? It was like, dude, that's what we doing. But
black people wouldn't have been able to do that.
Right,
shit.
We would have been shot down.
Shooting somebody. And
he's got a gun
and waving at them. Shoot, we even sneezed the wrong way.
Right. He sneezed and it sounded like he cocked a 45 caliber weapon.
Yeah. Come up there and be like,
right.
Spraying it out.
But yeah, man. So, but enough of that. We're gonna move on to something a little more positive.
Yep.
My man Killer Mike got a new show coming out. I'm not sure. I believe it's on the TV One network.
Okay.
Either that or maybe something like Revolt, but it's called Love and Respect.
Right.
So it's going to be kind of a conversational show, one-on-one, where he interviews people, stuff like that. So I really am glad because I think Killer Mike likes to have that voice for the people. So he's a good person for that type of situation.
All right.
Speaking of shows, you know what I mean? The God's Honest Truth with Charlemagne. Have you watched that?
Have not watched it.
Yeah, it's turning out to be a pretty good show from what I hear. You know what I mean? Everybody keeps telling me to watch it, so I'm gonna watch it. I've seen a little clip of it here and there, and from what I heard, he be kind of keeping it real. So I really think he's going somewhere. So I think y'all may want to give that a shot as well. It's on Comedy Central, and it's every Friday night at 10.
Yeah, one thing I can't take away from Charlemagne, even though he got the allegations and all this stuff going on with him. Like now, as far as like the brand, and what he's been able to do, he's definitely like really influential when it comes to that, and like far as getting that space. Yeah, like I think we were talking about this about a year ago, talking about, on the Breakfast Show, who was probably the better, out of the three, like Charlemagne, Envy, and Angela Yee. I said, oh yeah, Charlemagne, but he's more of the personality. He definitely got the, what I'm saying, he knows how to, like, he's a decent interviewer. I mean, sometimes it gets a little stupid, but he's pretty decent. Like, he knows how to, you know what I'm saying? He does try to have interesting people on. Particularly like the the Claude Andersons and all this other stuff. Exactly. So I'm not saying to to excuse all his other fuck shit that he does neither. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is like, as far as like the brand and everything, like he definitely morphed himself into a good brand,
Yeah, and I mean, they've been talking about Charlemagne going out on his own for a while now,
I mean,
and so I still believe that's gonna happen. I mean, he's already, like you said, he got the little Comedy Central show, and but I think that what happened, in my opinion, I don't know, but they were saying that he was gonna leave the Breakfast Club and just go out on his own, but I think that he's kind of just holding on to the Breakfast Club just so people don't say he just ran and left them. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, because I mean, like you said, he's more of the personality. Because if it was just The Breakfast Club with DJ Envy and Angela Yee, it would be like,
oh no, it's just
I mean they cool, but they don't have as much of the personality. Yeah, I mean I don't mean they cool like they the best. I'm just saying they nice people, but they wouldn't really keep my attention as much. Yeah. Charlemagne, even though he can be a butthole sometimes, still sparks your interest.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I think that's one thing that Charlemagne understands. No, you need that type of character to push it forward. You know what I'm saying? See, I think he understands that.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he's the more dynamic. You know what I'm saying? The more dynamic, personality.
Yeah. Absolutely. I can agree with that. So yeah, I mean, I think he's doing good. You know what I mean? I'm glad to see him doing his thing. I've been checking out the Nick Cannon show too. He has a morning talk show.
Oh, he actually got a morning.
Yeah, so he's kind of doing his talk show.
He got to do everything. He got to do all the shit that he said.
Right. Yeah. He got
all them kids, all them kids and stuff. Yeah, he got big shoes.
He got a lot of responsibility. Yeah. Better start setting up some trust funds for him now, bro. So by the time they get old enough, you can just step back and say, "Hey, I got your bank account right here. You good to go."
What tripped me out, man? That when they were going on the memes, he talking about all the, all the kids and stuff he had. Said, "Oh man, my man said the only thing that Nick Cannon pull out is the driveway." And I heard
no pulling out. That pull out game is weak. but yeah, man. So shout out to Nick. He's still doing his thing. But like I said, shout out to my man Killer Mike. I'm glad he got a show. I'm gonna definitely check it out. I want to say it's supposed to start pretty soon, like in the next day or two or something like that. So, whenever it starts, I'm definitely going to watch it, see how it does. So, there was a clip floating around the internet about Joe Budden saying that he was bisexual, where you hear him in the clip saying, I like men, as well as women, not a full-on gay thing, but I like men and women, but based on what Howie has found out, it's kind of taken out of context.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
So he may not be, or is he like when Tank said, one or two is not enough?
No, nigga, that's enough, nigga. You can't, nah.
He said, just one or two, you're all right. They don't be big, once you go beyond that, that's when it's an issue.
No, you don't do that one or two, man. You don't do the one or two.
That had me hollering, boy. I was like, this is stupid. He said, it's one or two, ain't no big deal. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's one or two.
Let me see what we got here. Let me pull up this Joe Budden joint.
We definitely got to find out more about that because supposedly it was taken out of context. Now, the clip, he did directly say, I like men and women. And he said, how can I get this out to the world? You know what I mean? So it seemed like he was full on, like, it is what it is. I just want to know, how do I spread the word? You know what I mean? So, we shall see. You know what I mean? So because you know how the internet goes.
So right here, this is what they did. They ran with the clip. They said former rapper and podcaster Joe Budden is trending on social media for coming out as bisexual, but things may not be quite the same. He said, I'm bisexual. He technically said on the episode of his podcast, how do I spread the news? How do I spread the word? Listen, I like guys and girls, spread the word. I'm down. Out of context, it sounds like Budden's coming. But when you listen to the entire clip, the 41-year-old comments are part of a much uglier conversation.
A much uglier conversation.
So he's saying in context, Budden and his co-host are discussing the baby debacle. I think that's
debacle.
Debacle. Early the stage this summer on the stage Rolling Loud Miami, which actually I heard that he actually got back to do that. The LGBT whatever, well, not to say whatever, but the alphabet community, right. The CEO of like the said he was okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Of the Rolling Loud concert, I guess.
So it's blah 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 blah, and another person blah blah, and they're talking about the whatchamacallit. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get into where, because it's talking about a whole lot of.
Y'all bear with us. We're reading some stuff online.
Because it's going into the baby stuff, and we're really trying to discuss the Budden stuff. But that's what I thought. The CEO of the community for giving, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So back to Budden, who discussed in the conversation in his cohort actually compared the alphabet community to the mafia, and said that the community is extorting the baby for apologies and money to allow him to perform on stage again.
Okay.
This is the context in which Budden came out, seemingly as a preventative tactic to keep the gays off his back. So that's what he was saying. Like he was basically
don't
saying,
cancel me. I'm gonna just act like I'm
yeah. But see that's the thing too though. Like I was looking at speaking of this because I kind of want to tie in a couple of things. I did watch the T.S. Madison thing with the Breakfast Club. If anybody not familiar with T.S. Madison, she's one of those people. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. She's a transgender. So, transsexual. It wasn't too bad. I just kind of want to listen to what she had to say. I was disappointed when she said that she didn't actually listen to the Chappelle the closure because she's like, I don't want to hear no gay bash and stuff. But as you go back and listen to it, he didn't do that.
Right. He didn't.
I kind of lost respect for her for that. And then on top of that, she said that Chappelle was talking about. And the thing was that, these white transsexuals, they get this and they get this, but the black ones, they don't get this or whatnot, or they get discriminated because of. Yeah. But that's exactly what he was talking about.
Exactly.
When he was talking about, they're the white ones are transsexual, gay, whatever. Until they have to be white again.
Right.
When they pull,
they can pull the white card whenever they want.
That's basically what he was saying. So, what I'm saying? But it's just crazy, man. This whole, this cancel culture and it's like, what I'm saying? Them saying like, oh, well, you got to be good to us. Fuck everybody else. Kill a nigga in Walmart in Greensboro. You know what I'm saying? Get your numbers up. But, fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Don't say shit to us. Don't hurt our feelings.
Right.
Don't hurt our feelings. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, no, you can't. I'm not. And you know what I'm saying? Most people aren't like out here trying to bash gay people or trying to make. I mean, me personally, I'm not trying to make their lives. I mean, hell, we still got to get, we got to, live in this world. We're all in this together. You know what I'm saying? We still got to come through this world and we get in, get out like everybody else. So why would I spend my time trying to make it hard for you?
Right. Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, I mean, we would never do anything like that. You know what I mean? So, we would definitely not bash the community. But, I have to admit, I don't know. I mean, obviously Joe Budden must have been taken out of context, but still, I have always kind of gotten that vibe from him a little bit.
Dang.
That he might go both ways. Not that he full on gay, but that he would try both, a man or a woman. Whichever one caught him on the right day. You know what I mean?
He gonna be pumping it up. Pump it up.
And I mean, if he does, that's his business. No disrespect. That's your business. I mean, but either way, that's neither here or there.
All right,
moving on. Want to give a shout out to my man Hov, Jay-Z. He got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, look at the clap.
Yes, sir.
He's doing that for the speakers over there.
Yeah. Now, last week, we mentioned that LL got in there, but I didn't realize that Jay was in there until after the show. So we still wanted to come back, circle around and give him his props. He did give shout outs to those who helped him along the way, like Dame Dash. Now, him and Dame have had beef over the years. Not street beef where they're ready to kill each other, but, business beef, where they just business minded, they can't get along in that arena. Mm-hmm. And so, I wasn't sure if he was going to give shout outs to people like that. So he gave shout outs to everybody. The only person he didn't do live at the show was Jazz O, but he circled around on his, I think, Twitter and said, I forgot. Let me give a shout out to Jazz O because he is a major part of my career as well. That kind of thing. So, which is true. So, it's, understandable he forgot. At least he came back and acknowledged. You know what I mean? So, that's what's up. But yeah, shout out to Hov, man. What'd you think about that?
You think it's odd that him and Cool J got inducted at the same time?
I thought it was kind of weird. You know what I mean? I didn't know what to think about it, but I was just like, is it one of those things like what I was saying about, the Hip Hop History Month? Was it just, let me keep y'all happy by adding a couple more y'all to the list so y'all shut the hell up? You know what I mean?
But I mean, and no disrespect to Jay-Z, I just feel that there probably a plethora of like other acts that should be up there before he would.
I agree.
I'm glad that Cool J got it.
I'm glad too.
I'm glad Cool J got it because he really been fighting for it for years. He should have had it years ago, honestly. But
yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people that should be in there. Ice Cube should be in there.
Oh, that actually technically is. I think NWA got in.
But as a solo artist.
Yeah, as a solo artist,
he done more as a solo artist.
Oh, shoot, man. America. Shit, you put America's Most Wanted right now. Mm-hmm. Yo, I was at, man, that reminds me, yo. I was at the record shop. This guy was like, yeah, man. So, this was around like Ice Cube, because, Ice Cube's 30th anniversary of the, America's Most. Uh-huh. My man's like, yeah, man. So, man, we got this on vinyl. We got this. We got, because he got like the new Ice Cube, like Everything's Corrupt, which, I heard the album. It's a dope album. Okay. But it ain't America's Most.
It ain't America's
Most. It ain't America's Most. Y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't understand what the fuck yeah, you don't understand what the fuck happened with America's Most, right? Man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like,
America's Most, man, that's a classic album. I mean, that might be like pretty much his best work. Now, he got plenty of dope albums. The Predator was dope.
Yeah, The Predator was dope.
Know what I mean? All of them. I mean, so he got some good albums, but America's Most, man. Dude, there's something about that one. It's just, it went down in history.
Dude, I mean, because the thing of it is, you have like a West Coast dude on like New York beats, and the thing of what it was, because I mean, that's the thing, like he was saying, like, yeah, we got Dre, but he said, man, my dream was always, to always work with the Bomb Squad.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, man. Them motherfuckers, not to call them motherfuckers, them motherfuckers, man. I'm telling you, some of the best, man,
I'm telling
you.
That's an album that everybody should go back and check out. America's Most, man. America's Most Wanted, listen. And then he put that KKK in there.
Oh, let you know what it is.
So
I got some last word. Fuck all y'all.
Man, but yeah, I might have to go back and cop that one.
Yeah, on vinyl.
But yeah, anyway, one more. I got to go through a couple more topics real quick before we get to our final topic. So I want to give another shout out to the new show Queens, which features the rapper Eve, Brandy, Naturi Naughton, and my homegirl Velasquez. I can't remember her first name. I think it was Victoria. I apologize. And they're all a female hip hop group who were big back in the 90s, and now that it's 2021, they've all kind of moved on and gone their separate ways and, out of the game, but they decided to get back together because they still got it. The third episode was really good. My favorite part of it was kind of in the beginning, Eve and Brandy actually get into a battle. and they square off against each other lyrically, because which is kind of ironic. In the show, they're making Brandy's character the more stronger lyricist. And so, yeah, they're saying that basically she was the one who always wrote her own lyrics, and sometimes she even wrote their lyrics. But basically, Eve is like, yeah, you did write some stuff for me, but don't act like my pen is bad. You know, I could smoke you anytime. And so they kind of arguing about it, and they're like, all right, fine, well then let's battle then. You know, and they kind of spit some bars at each other, and then, you know, but an ironic quote from the show, Brandy says, you know, I end careers, just ask Foxy. You know what I mean? So it was kind of funny. I was like, I don't know how Foxy might feel about that. Even though it's fictional, it's still fictional, but still, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't want my name used that way. You know what I mean? So it was kind of funny that she did that. But
let me find out Brandy got some pen work going.
I believe that.
Got my bars from Brandy.
I believe Eve is probably writing all the lyrics, you know what I mean?
Of course.
For the show. I don't know. I mean, Brandy said in an interview that she has always liked hip-hop and wanted to rap. She just isn't good at it. But so I can see Brandy giving it a shot. But it's a good moment in the episode because you see them square off and gives you that hip-hop element of the show. So I like that. That's all I wanted to say about the third episode.
Well, the thing about Brandy, though, like, she don't, I mean, with the invention of Drake, you know, I mean, she don't really have to necessarily have to be, you know what I'm saying? You can actually, I mean, not that Drake is bad. Yeah. I'm just talking about as far as like the ghostwriting. Yeah. If you put some concepts together, and there's sometimes like even, you know, there's some groups that they'll go to their DJ, you know, back in the day, and it's like, you know, not necessarily saying the DJ would write for them. It's just that, look, if you put it together like this and say this and then you got this. So it kind of makes the group stronger. So, yeah. Bars from Brandy. You heard it first. Bars from Brandy.
Yes, sir.
I'm putting that out there. Brandy, I'm giving you that.
Yeah.
I'm giving you that. You got too much damn shit anyway, but I'm giving you that one. Give me that. Bars from Brandy.
I wonder if they're gonna try to have Ray J come on the show. You know, he be trying to rap a little bit too. So, but they said outside of the show, I saw something where they said that Swiss Beats is actually doing a lot of the beats for the show.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's dope because I've heard some dope stuff. Some of the songs that they've done, the beats have been hot. So I'm like, okay, I can see that. That must be a Swiss beat. So yeah, but you know, it's a really good show. Notori Naughton's character, she's going on. She was brought up in the church, and now that she's gotten older, she's always had the liking for girls versus boys, and she's never really done anything about it until now. So now she's coming out of that shell. She's kind of she tried to go to her church and see if they would embrace her, and they kind of turned her away. So that's where her character is.
You going to hell, bitch.
We don't do that up there.
Lick it, pussy and all.
Right. She went to the church and they was like, yeah, we don't do that here, so you might want to leave. But the Velasquez, her character, you know, she's the diva of the show. And basically, she's kind of got the big head, like, you know, I'm doing good because now that even though they're not rapping anymore, she's doing stuff like maybe modeling and you know she's getting that celebrity behind her. So she's like, I don't really need this. You know, if y'all don't want to do it, I'll just keep getting my bag over here. Brandy's character, she's not. They haven't given you much about her story, but she has a backstory with the guy who's supposedly like their record producer. Where they have a history of messing with each other. Eve's character, she's married now and got kids, but then she finds out her husband was cheating.
Damn.
Yeah, so
that sounds like her real life.
Right. That's her separate story is fighting with, should I leave him or should I stay? You know what I mean? So that's where her character is. But it's good because it's not all about the hip hop. So you get the hip hop element, but then you see the separate lives of each one of them trying to figure out how to make things balance. And so I like that about it. You know what I mean? So shout out to them. It's a good show.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's it for Queens. You had some stuff you want to talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Aaron
Rodgers. So, my man. So, let me see here. Let me pull it up. Because, but I did hear that allegedly, not allegedly, because it's actually, he actually was saying that, before, people that they're trying to tell him to get, give me 1 second here. I'm trying to see if I can pull this up. But he was basically saying that he was vaccinated. He got the jab.
Yeah.
But he didn't say that. He said, I was immunized.
Okay.
Against the Roro.
Yeah.
And so basically what they're saying that, like, he lied about it, but he actually, when he was playing stuff, he was actually positive with it. So he's saying that he got it, but he didn't, the jab.
Yeah.
And then they were saying that, oh, well, since I didn't, since he was going to put his team members at risk for him getting it, so now he got to sit out. I don't know what they're going to do about that. But yeah, I mean, shit, I ain't really mad about him lying. I mean, hell, shit, I mean, I'd lie too, like, hell yeah, I got it, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it.
I got it. Yeah, my arm sore right there.
My arm sore, man.
Yeah.
That's a rough one, man.
Yeah, that's rough.
Like, well, let me see this. Is it?
Nah, I can't do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
It's pus and bleeding. You don't want to see all that. Yeah.
You don't want to see all that.
Let me see your Vax card.
No. You know what? I left it at home.
Yeah. Damn, left it right on my dresser. Yep.
See, that shit, that would kill me. Kills me, man. Cause
card.
Because, like, come on, man. I don't have a fucking card for, like, no polio vac or no motherfucking flu shot. Exactly. Oh, I got the flu shot. Like, come on, man. This is like, man, your papers, please.
I've been hearing about
this. Man.
I've been hearing about this kind of stuff since the 80s, my brother. They've been saying, eventually it's going to get to a point where you got to show certain IDs and marks just to make transactions, you know what I mean? So, and it's getting to that point now. You can't get on this plane because you ain't got a Vax card. You can't come in this store because you ain't got a card. You know what I mean? I could be a millionaire, and if I don't have that card, certain places, they're going to be like, you ain't getting in here.
Man, I don't know.
Nobody's no good here.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to work because a lot of people ain't putting up with that bullshit.
Yeah, I mean.
A lot of people. And the thing of it is, this wasn't, now 30 years ago, this might have worked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 30 years ago, this might have worked because we didn't have like information like we do now. Even if we have misinformation, there's still information.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have all this other stuff, so people think, different, and they're not like, you don't have like a whole lot of ditto head shit like, oh, well, CNN says this, so I gotta go, or Fox News says this, so no. You got other, different independent outlets that come out, and they got different things going on. So you may not agree with them. They may not be factual, but it does make you think like, well, wait a minute, that's a good point.
Right.
Why do I have to do this? That don't make sense.
Like you said, we're in the information age, so everything is out there. So, back in the day, we kind of had to look at people like the news as the authority. Like, whatever they say, that's it. I can't go and just Google it to see what the real deal is. I have to just go with that. So,
you had to go to the library and get books.
Right.
Shit.
And that's why a lot of younger folks don't really have much respect for a lot of these news authorities and any authorities, period. Because they was like, well, whatever you say, I'm just going to go and look it up.
Yep.
And if the internet says it's different, then you're a liar.
Yep.
And sometimes they might be right, but sometimes you might be wrong. So it is what it is. But yeah, the Aaron Rodgers thing, were you saying anything else about it?
Nah, that's about it.
Okay.
The Wu-Tang, we were going to talk about the Wu-Tang saga. That's
season.
That second season has been completed, so go back and binge watch all that stuff.
Yeah, 10 episodes. 10 episodes. Yep. So go check them out.
You can do that in a day.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, most of y'all don't work anyway, so.
Damn! Yeah, damn.
Most people
y'all the Judge Judy crowd and shit. Y'all be watching in Judge Madness and shit. Yeah, damn.
But it's a great show, man. I give it props, man. They did a great job with that. It's if you really love that early 90s hip hop and you love groups like Wu-Tang, please go check it out. You know,
I'll be glad when they do other groups. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see
EPMD. Oh my God.
EPMD story. I'd like to see a Cypress Hill story.
Cypress Hill, Run DMC.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to see that.
Sheesh, man. The Fat Boys. Oh, I would love to see that.
I would
love to see that.
Yeah, the Fat Boys definitely.
Oh my God.
Mobb Deep.
That's Mobb Deep.
Yeah, you know, we talked about that. You know, that was crazy, man. That third episode, like, P died, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, P just had a birthday.
Yeah,
and it's just kind of funny, man. It's like, dang, would they really make a Mobb Deep movie?